Hey, John here, aka React Fan 31. Thank you so much for those of you who follow me on TikTok and YouTube. If you don't, please feel free to. I will be taking comment requests. If you want me to do some transition stuff, I can do that. If you want to see some funny skits, I can do that too. And today's React review is going to be on responding to texts, but they keep getting creepier. Boys versus Girls edition, which this one was actually really interesting. I really liked the last one that they did. So it was really cool to see them do this again. I will say that this review is going to be a little different. I'm going to be showing my reactions, what I would have said in these scenarios here. But first, I want to say all the pairings in this episode were so good. Like Brian and Sharon, always a good pairing. Izzy Rocha being paired with Benison, who's become one of my favorites. Also great. Seeing James from Odd Ones Out paired up with Zarya, that was really cool. And of course, Jair and Jackson, they always have the best chemistry together. So I'm going to begin with what the text message said and who it's from, and I'm going to say what I would have said. Sorry, but I have to refer to my notes on it, so just bear with me. The first text was let's go to Vegas from a one night stand. And I agree with Jair in this situation. If it was a good one night stand, then I would say yes. But if they had said, let's go to Vegas tonight, I would have been like, what? And then it's the same text message, let's go to Vegas tonight from your best friend. In this situation, I would have needed like more clarification, like what's going on, why tonight, like just more information on that. The second text message was, will you fart in a bag for $100 from your ex? And in that situation, I would have left on red because if it's my ex, then I don't even have a good relationship with them. Then I wouldn't be responding to them. If it had been that same text message with will you fart in a bag for $100 from a coworker, there would have been no response there either. But I agreed with Zarya and Izzy Rocha with calling HR because that shouldn't be something a coworker should be texting. And I was also really surprised that some of these text messages are actually text messages that people actually get. The third text message was a first from your neighbor. Will you help me move on Saturday? With that one, I probably would have not even responded or said no, just because I'm not really close with my neighbors, or at least the ones I'm living near now. So that would have definitely been a no. If it had been from my crush, then it would have been, of course, I mean, it's my crush. Of course, I would do anything to get attention from my crush. And side note, I also loved Benison's response during that text message where he's like, Saturdays are for the boys. Okay. The fourth text message was a eggplant emoji, a peach emoji, and a water drip emoji, which is basically can you come over? If it had been from an ex, that would have been an immediate leave on red or immediate block for me. Because I figured in that case it would be either a wrong number or that they were lonely or drunk. And if it had been that same text from a partner of mine, I would have been on my way or just go straight to him. The fifth text message was, I need a place to stay tonight. That was from the ex. And I would have said, I would have texted, there's a hotel in town. Because, again, I don't deal with my exes. If it had been from my dad, in my case, it would have been like, what dad? Because I don't have a dad in the picture. But if I had one, I would have needed more clarification of like what's going on. Why do you need a place to stay? What's going on between you and mom? The sixth text message was, I think we should move in together from the partner. And that would have been something where I said, well, we need to meet up to talk about this in person. Like, this isn't something we talk about over text message. And then they responded to, I think we should move in together from the best friend. With that, I would be fine with that because my best friend, Ryan, he is so awesome. He helped me through so many hard times. I would have been down with moving in with him. The seventh text message they responded to was, "I really need to talk to you," from your ex. Again, leave on red. I don't deal with my exes. That's something that I'm not going down that road again. And if it had been from my parent or my mom, that would have been something where it's like my mom would just call me or just talk to me, because that wouldn't be something that she would text to me. The eighth text message they did was, if you were a fruit, you'd be a fine apple. If it had been from the crush, I would have sent the blush emoji and then a wink emoji. Because like that kind of stuff, it's kind of corny, but it's kind of cute at the same time. Um, if it had been from a random DM, I don't really read my DMs, or even get if I hopefully get to 1,000 followers and I'm able to do lives, which I really want to do. I want to be able to do lives, but I can't really because I don't have that many followers. Um, I don't really read them unless I know I'm like close friends with them or anything like that. Like all of my Instagram, I get requests all the time because I just started writing books. I wouldn't. I don't really. I look at the requests for messaging, but I don't really respond to many of them. There's only like a select few that I actually will. The next one was, "Can we move this to Snapchat from the Tinder match?" And it would have to be after like talking for a few months or a long period of time before I would say, yeah, let's move it to Snapchat. Because I mainly only use my Snapchat to watch the React Snapchat stuff that they do, or to talk to close friends that don't really have like the ability to text somehow. Um, if it had been can we move this to Snapchat from best friend, that would also be a no big deal for me, because again, I only use Snapchat to watch React shorts, and see other people's stories. I don't really I post my own stories too, but I don't really use it for like the way that Snapchat is meant to be used for. Um, the 10th text message was the Shrek, the muscular Shrek in a Speedo meme or picture. And if it'd been from my best friend, I would have sent the crying laughing emojis like Brian said. If it'd been from my ex, again, no response, leave on red, not dealing with that. The 11th text they said was, please leave me alone. And if it'd been from the ex, again, leave on red. And if they're saying please leave me alone, like they texted me, like I was leaving you alone and you just texted me like that. No, not even dealing with that. If it had been from my mom, she would have to be in a really, really like bad mood to be texting please leave me alone. And then even then I would just not really leave on red, but just like leave her alone. So yeah, this episode, it was a really cool episode to watch. I really like seeing all the different reactions between boys and girls, and this would have been a really cool episode to be a part of, just to share my own opinion. But I'm really glad I can do this review so I can share what my opinion would have been. So thank you so much for those of you who have been following me, and if you don't, please feel free to, because my goal is to get to at least 1,000. I don't need like thousands and thousands or even millions. I just would like enough so I could be able to do lives and like, share more of like my likes and dislikes, and, be a part of the TikTok community. So I hope you enjoyed this react review for those of you who watch this. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe, because I'm going to be doing some more React stuff there, like React reviews. I just did a cover for TikTok, so I'm going to be doing, or here, and I'm going to be doing covers for YouTube or here, whichever you're watching this on. So hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching.